Let us begin the princing. Okay, so day 72. Here we go. God, I must be like 150 hours into this game at this point. Maybe closer to like 110? If I had to guess, I think runs for me are generally between an hour and 2 hours. Sleeping mask and gems. Fantastic. We'll take those. Take this money. And let's check in. Let's check in on the old to-do list. So here we go. I have the secret garden key checked, so that's cool. I apparently monked the foundation, so we got to go check out the outside room for the foundation. My primary goal is to pick up a powered hammer this run, and then there's like rank 8 stuff, treasure trove stuff, experiment stuff. I still want to monk the treasure trove. I wasn't able to do that last run, so maybe we do it this run. And then this is like minor stuff that I know I can achieve and continue on. And then there is all of this info that I don't have enough or even any information about, but seem like things that I want to resolve at some point. And then I have even more aspirational stuff that's like probably not anything, but I want to keep in mind just in case it turns into something. But yeah, mostly focused on this stuff up here. Okay. Well, that's plenty of objective for this run. So let's get it started. In ha. Let's get it started in here. Show me my foundation. Yeah, we're still on 3 hits of Blessing of the Monk. The foundation does not reset each day. Wow, that has the potential to be really cursed. Okay, so the doors are blocked, as is expected. Oh. The elevator is here, but I don't have access to it. Because I haven't gotten to the back of this foundation. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, it would be so interesting to try and get access to this elevator. I wonder if I can, if I futz around with the foundation in the house, if that'll affect the foundation here, or if there's like an underground thing that this goes to that I could then come back from. There's nothing visible down there. It doesn't actually look like this goes anywhere. Like suddenly a basement door exists that didn't exist before. Maybe I could call the elevator down from there. That would be really neat. Okay. Instead, I guess what we got is lots of digging spots, which that's not much. All right. Well, I have monked the foundation, and I don't think there's anything I can do about it. But I will put in the unlikely to be real section, monked foundation mess elevator question mark. Unlikely to be real. All right. Well, I don't know if that was a good use of a monk, but at least it answers some questions. The important questions. The important questions? I don't know if there's particularly important questions, actually. Anything else I want to do while I'm outside? I don't have a key card. That's worrisome. Okay, so the goal, the next step, the next big goal, other than getting a powered hammer, is getting into rank 8 and doing some getting some more blue some more blue rooms in rank 8. And there's a decent chunk of blue rooms that would be helpful once I get there. But let's bully forward. Bull forward. We're not bullying anything. Compass. That's not what I'm looking for, but thank you. Instantly treasure trove? Okay, that's fantastic. That means that's available for monking. Yeah, I'll take that. Tons of money up here. I'm just going to leave all of that for now in case I need it later. And we have a black moon. Black sun. What do we know about black suns? Sun boxes are always true, is what we know about black suns. This contains a blue memo. Okay, that checks out. Handwritten green memos are always false, but would be true if you changed one color in the text. Oh my god. Oh, so like this one is false, but if instead of white, it was a different color, it would be true. Okay. We'll put the exact text over here. Handwritten green memos are always false, but would be true if you changed one color in the text. Cool. Cool. All right. Where else have I seen handwritten green memos? Like, there's only one that I have written down as a handwritten green memo, which is this one. I guess I might as well spell handwritten correct. Pretty likely that sunboxes are always true. All of these question marks up here are probably always true. Alright, cool. Well, I've learned a thing about green handwritten memos. That's neat. Observatory. Always observatory. It is time to observe. Alright, I'm trying to remember where we're at with the snail. The spiral. The spiraling shape that makes you go insane. I think it's 1 gem and 1 key for. I don't know for what. For each. Gain 1 key and 1 gem for each something. For each something. Demondus, Farmer's Apples, and the Slice. Heck yeah, the Slice. Farmer's Apples also cool if I run into any apples. I am excited about extra delicious apples. Security? We do want experiments, presumably. I'm also okay with, getting some cogs down for potential Mechanarium shenanigans. Alright. First off, security level low. Second off, offline mode unlocked. And lastly, log into the network. And of course, when logging into the network, the following changes must occur. We put in a special order for sledgehammers every day of my life. We then see if there are any announcements. There is a new announcement. Okay. Yes, I've heard her ladyship talk about this as well when she was still with us. So I can confirm that there's some validity in it, and it's not just another case of Harley rambling on. Or maybe it can be both? It could be both, I suppose. I guess we also now know that today is Monday, January 17th. So that's cool. There was a place where I was writing down dates. Not those dates. Current dates. Today is day 72. God, how do I type letters? That's so difficult. Monday, January 17th? Is that right? Does that work? Yeah, that's 15. Okay, yes, that's correct. Cool. Just in case I need to be able to determine what future days are, we have that one written down for reasons. Does punch in, punch out do anything? No, okay. I didn't think so. Oh, and then we turn on an experiment. Completely forgot the entire reason I am swan-songing. Terminal access. Let us access the laboratory. What is the experiment of the day? Okay with more allowance, I think. And it can be every time I draft an upgraded floor plan. We do have several of those. Small chests also cool, but I like permanent gains. I like permanent gains. Starting to use keys, unfortunately. Mildly interested in getting the archives here so I can look at this edge. Right? Like, I monked the foundation. Maybe this is a good time to take a look at the back of the foundation again. But doing that through the archives seems terrible. Maybe we'll do it through the lab. And then I'll just go through the other door in security to try and get up. Okay, yeah, this is not manipulatable, and also it is not the one for the outside one, which we'd have to come in the back from, which would be, as near as I can tell, impossible. So I guess we just have a laboratory that doesn't do a whole lot for us. All right, well, room acquired, that's fine. Go this way then. We need to be able to go left, so this has to be the den. Which is fine. I like gems. I'm a man what likes his gems. Planetarium? No, I want to be able to go through. Oh, I can't go through on any of these? Cursed. So we're gonna have to come back and head towards through here. But at that point, we can also, like, poke around in these rooms. Alright, well, I do want a break room at some point, so we can do break room now. That sounds fine. My allowance has been raised. You're damn right it has. Hey, look, free money. And this will get me a key card. 4 squared is 16. 2 squared squared is 8. Squared. Get out of here. No? Oh. 4 squared is 16. It's not 2 cubed. It's 4 squared squared is also 2 squared squared is also 16. My bad. I think it goes inside out. We learned this and I don't remember whether it's inside out or outside in. All right, we have 10. Minus 3 is 7. Minus 1 is 6. I think it's squared then rounded. I think it's inside out. So squared to 16 and then rounded to 10. No, 6. 36 squared to yes, 6 squared to 36 rounded to 40 divided by 10 is 4. Yeah, okay. So it's inside out. Whoa. No key card? That's a bit of a shocker. Well, I'm happy with keys, but I was expecting a key card. Concerning. Should we go get gems and go to the veranda? I do want items, actually. This is definitely a run in which I would like some items. I'm still missing battery pack and lever. Oh, this kind of makes me want to set the banner to green. Is that too much? Should I not do that? No, let's do it. More likely to find unusual and rare rooms while drafting. Okay. Yeah, sure. Spend the gem. Give me items. Oranges is not items, but thank you. Yeah, that's an items. Alright, that went well. Still no shovel, though. Alright, we continue the backtracking as we track Backley. I'm gonna go digging here before we head off to this side. Maybe I can find some rerolls or something. Take a Coryard. Coryard's pretty good. Yeah, I'll spend the gem on that. Take a shovel. Shovel is also good. Wow. Shovel and metal detector? What a haul? Good digging, too. Conservatory? Yeah, get in there. Oh. That's rare. Some goodies. Turnip! Turnip for what? The broken lever. Hell yeah. We're getting close. Now we need a battery pack. Wonder what kind of places a battery pack can be. Study is unusual. Does it need to be more usual? How often do we need a study? Not often, right? It's my source of queens. If I need queens. But how often do I need queens? I'm going to make it rare. Pantry is fine as common. I'm going to make it a little less common, I think. Because it's still just like a corridor, right? You don't want those all the time. Nursery should stay common. Nursery is really important. Nursery is an important bedroom. Okay. Yeah, fine. Not a big fan of the closed exhibit here. Hallway closet is good, though. I don't need the closet, do I? Do I still need the closet? I do still need the closet. Ah. What'd you miss? Let's see. I have a sledgehammer and a broken lever. I don't have a power pack. I got a foundation as my outer room, and the elevator was up, so I cannot go down into the outer room basement from the outer room foundation. And going to the mechanism for the in-house foundation doesn't let me manipulate it in any way that affects the outer room foundation. That is the information we have. Oh, and handwritten green memos are always lies, but you can change a color to make them be true. And we're just not going to get the closet in rank 8 this run. Alright, well I did get a die, so that's helpful. Now we gotta head up from here and hope that we can make it all the way up. I do have a wall to destroy. Man, I want the starfish aquarium, but also... Also, I am starting to run low on gems again. I'll take it anyway. Ah, a gems. Fantastic. No item, though. I was hoping for an item. I was hoping the veranda would deliver 100% of the time. And it doesn't seem like it has. I will get the commissary here. Absolutely. Commissary is great. I will happily spend money on things, especially if those things include gems. Hey, look, it's gems. Give me all the gems. Okay, for the purpose, like, this is fascinating. It's all consumables in the commissary today, which is interesting. I feel like that is unusual for the commissary. But I guess I have a decent chunk of the items that could show up in the commissary. Patio. Do I? Yeah, okay. I would like the gems, actually. No, I'm good on gems now. So all of this is kind of garbage? Maybe I just take the storeroom? Sure. Oh, but the patio could have had an item. That's the value in taking the patio there. Maybe I should have. And that puts me in a kind of difficult decision here, right? Because like now it has to be able to go north, otherwise I can't take it. Okay, conference room it is. Well, now the patio is a much easier take. Because I know where all the gems are going to be. Wow, this is cursed. I guess it's the chapel. It's not that cursed. It's fine. It's like a little cursed, but it's not that cursed. It's gotta be the cloister. Yeah, it's about $1 cursed. This room does not appear to have any items in it, which is a little unfortunate. Alright, I think I'm beelining. I don't want to waste extra picks on blue rooms that I want to have in rank 8. Excuse me? Whoa. Extra key. Yeah, let's just run to rank 8. This is a fine place for a hallway, although I could make it go to the foundation. Nah, it's easier if it doesn't. I don't need the office. I don't think I need the office. I'm gonna say I don't need the office. I am, however, going to take the allowance raise. No items, only doors. That's exactly. More doors, more better. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kitchen is fine. Certainly don't need to buy any of the things in the kitchen, but kitchen is allowed. Showroom? Reading Nook has a door in the right place, but showroom is a showroom, and I can always run back to the treasure trove and have infinite money. I think the treasure trove is probably hanging on to like $110 at this point. I've gotten in the habit of not picking up the money in the treasure trove when I find it, in case I need to launder something. But, times like this, it definitely feels like wasted steps. But also, like, I've been in the opposite situation where it was like, oh, I need to get keys or I need to get gems, and I also want to have money afterwards. So... well... I think doors are more important than whatever the showroom has to offer. And a coupon book. That'll help when I inevitably buy out the kitchen. The kennel goes in the appropriate direction, the others do not. So we will kennel here. Oh! Hey, puppy. Good boy. Cat, though. Alright, here we are, rank 8. I am looking for the following things. I cannot get a closet or a garage. Cannot get a closet, because I've already placed it. Cannot get a garage at this location. So, trophy room, ballroom. Ballroom would be actually kind of painful here. Boiler room, can't get a sauna right now. Freezer, conference room is already placed. Dovecot, or mechanarium. I got none of the things I was looking for. I guess we take a classroom because it opens up in the correct direction. Yeah, we gotta take the classroom here. That's fine. I can redraw, and the classroom offers redraws, so that's even better. I'm not gonna redraw there. Yeah, I'm not gonna redraw there. There's still, like, multiple spots in rank 8, and I can only use my redraw once. It's not like it's per spot, so... I don't need any of these things. I will use one of these redraws instead. The pool is interesting here because it unlocks the sauna for later, but it's not the thing I want here. I think this is another redraw. I don't want any of these here. I've gotten all of these already. I've gotten all of these already also. Damn it. Alright, redraws did not pay off. I will take the thing that's not a dead end. Ah! Ah! Boo! Boo! Blueprints offering me the trophy room in the very next spot. Boo! Get better material. At least we get to play parlor games. Only one of the statements on this box are false. If that's true, then this is false. And if that's false, then this is false. So the gems are not in the white box. Great. Only one of the statements on this box are true. If that's true, then this is false. And if that's false, then this is false. So this has to be full true, because both of these are either mixed or full false. There are 3 false statements on boxes in this room. Okay, yes, that is true. And the bottom statements are false on both of these, which means the gems aren't in the white box, and the gems are in a box with a false statement, which means they're in here. And it doesn't matter which of these is full false and which of these is mixed, because the gems are going to be in the blue chest either way. Bam. I am a genius. The office is important here because it has a door where I need it to have a door. So do that thing. And we'll spread money to the conference room because that's fun. We should spread gold in estate. Thank you. Payroll is weird. Payroll is strange. Because it's like there's 2, maybe 3 rooms in the drafting pool that payroll affects, and it drops like 7 gold, 8 gold in those rooms. Like it's a minor bonus if you happen to have one of those fairly rare rooms. It's weird. There must be something else to it. I don't know. Because what it seems to be doing on the surface, oh my god, it's the ballroom. I want the ballroom, but I don't want to set my gems to 2. So we're gonna take the ballroom here and come back for it later, since I have a million goddamn steps. And also, if we see gems lying around, we're leaving them. And also, if we see apples lying around, we're eating them. Good boy. Or girl, unclear. Maybe just good dog? Maybe just good dog. Music room is fine. Burn some gems, that's also fine. Prism key. Prism key, much like Secret Tunnel, does not help me find blue rooms. There's something on the floor somewhere. Metal detector's doing the thing. Blessing is set to green, actually, because I found the veranda. And I was hoping denoted in verse. What does this mean? Denoted in verse. I don't know, but I'm taking a screenshot of it. Alright. Special key? I cannot do that. But thank you. Secret passage? I could secret passage here and then find a green room. I don't know that I want a green room. I think I want something here that opens in multiple places, is the thing. Ideally. I would love something here that opens north and east, because then I have the chance of getting garage here. Do I still need garage? I do still need garage. But we have ballroom once I go check it. And there's not a lot of green rooms that have those openings. In fact, I think at this location it would be exactly secret garden. Oh, I could secret passage into a hallway, though. That's actually a better way to do this. Yeah, let's secret passage into a hallway. I am actually, finally, secret passaging into a hallway. This would be the first time I've ever done this. This door doesn't change. This door should absolutely be the color of the book that you select. There's the West Wing Hall. That's exactly what I needed. Thank you. Let's go garage. You thought it does. That's just the orange door? Maybe. Maybe it does and that's the orange door. And also I'm blind. I mean, I know I have problems identifying colors, so that is completely fair. I want this to be exactly the boudoir. Damn it. Okay. In that case, what am I taking here? This run is almost over, so let's take the mailroom. Yeah, I think instead of trying to maximize this run, we take things to maximize next run. I have enough steps I can dip into here in order to take a look and see if there's anything on offer. There usually isn't, but it's worth checking. Because my options are sufficiently limited, I'm going to run back and see if I can get a boudoir or something else with dice in it before I try this door. Because I really want it to be garage. Boy howdy, do I ever want it to be garage. Hey, it's the boudoir. It's facing the wrong direction, but it's never stopped me before. No! No! Alright, we'll take the terrace just to get it out of the way. This is rank 4? This does not look like the West Garden. This looks like someplace else entirely. Why is the terrace so weird? Honestly. Why doesn't it just actually overlook the space, huh? Alright, Alright, well, I got some rerolls, so we'll see whether or not we can do the thing here. Garage me! Nope. I said garage. Okay, I'll take the trophy room. Trophy room's fine. I accept. Yep, still progress. Still progress. So trophy room is no longer on the list. Leaving all of those gems. Look at all these trophies. Dang. Speaking of progress. Why can't I pick up the hat? Alright, where is my note? I desire notes. Oh, interesting. It actually lets me cycle through the trophies like this. That's kind of cool. Some other garbage trophies from aha, the note. There were a total of 8 gems removed from the ruby crown of Arinda Ares. Huh. Huh. Is that why there's 8 gems in the trophy room? These are not all rubies. Did I not leave the... I did not leave the thing open. What am I calling these? 8th rank. 8th rank trophy room. I wonder if that means I'm going to need to put 8 gems into the crown when I acquire the crown for the purposes of reclaiming the crown. I don't need more than 4 gems for whatever this room is going to be. Damn it, Prism Key. Nope, none of these are helpful. Is there anything else I want to be able to do this run? I'm still on the lookout for a powered battery pack. So if I could find a battery pack, not that I know how to find a battery pack, but the only thing left on this list that I can do now is look for battery pack. And I don't know what kinds of rooms the battery pack would be in. But I'm okay with opening some extra doors to try and find a battery pack. That seems like a decent use of my time. Found that note a lot faster than you did. I mean... yeah, it's pretty subtle, huh? I guess it's like from this angle, it kind of, the outline is a little messy. But otherwise, it's almost impossible to see almost everywhere. Like, the chair obscures it in a lot of angles. It's a really tough one. I think that's a really tough one, actually. Hey, look, a pile of money. I mean, I guess. Maybe I get allowance out of it. Or maybe I just make 10 gold. Also fine. Drawing room gives me an extra shot. You know what? I could probably go back and make a compass before I start taking more things. Or not a compass, a dowsing rod. Alright, let's drop the drawing room here then. And I'll come back here in like a million years. But we're gonna go to the ballroom and stop by the workshop on the way. Where did I put the workshop? Here. It's very far. It's not like I need to be worried about my step count, though. So, through music room, and then again straight down all the way to the aquarium. Because I think this is all sealed off. Yeah, we're going to stop by the workshop, and then come back up and go to the ballroom. What's up, Cryptomancer? And I guess once I have to... Oh, hey, money. I'll pick up all the money and stuff. Because I don't think I'm going to be worrying about laundering at this point. Go into the treasure room, pick up all my ill-gotten gains. Can I put a compass on a shovel? I can. How do I feel about that? Pretty good, actually. Big May energy in the dowsing rod's description. What's today's progress? I got a trophy room and a ballroom here, which I am pretty excited about. That's pretty good. More progress on rank 8 stuff. 122 now. Also, the Spiral of Stars says, and then gain 1 key and 1 gem for each. The trophy room might be relevant. It said that 8 gems were removed from the ruby crown of Orinda Ares. Or of Fel Ares. What did it say exactly? Hang on. Like, close the thing again! Stop closing the goddamn thing. There were a total of 8 gems removed from the ruby crown of Orinda Ares. It says Orinda Ares, not Fel Ares. The gems in the safes are always red. Oh my god, the gems in the safes are always red. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair point. Are those the only places with red gems? Because there's like a kind of purpley gem, but I think those are actually the only red gems in the game, too. So I am once again not sure whether or not this is world building / lore, or whether I need to visit every safe in order to get the 8 gems together. Wait. There's no gem in the small safe. This doesn't hold up. There's no gem in the small safe. So that can't be something that I need to do in order to put the crown together. Maybe I just need 8 gems handy? It's a red herring. Yeah, I kind of figured at that point. I felt like that was probably not a thing. All right. To the drawing room and then the ballroom. No, in what order? In some order. Drawing room first, I guess. Yeah, I think it is more for flavor. That is neat flavoring, though. More lore world building. And I still can't get to the back of the chapel. I just want to see the stained glass thing of Draxus. Why do they make my life so hard? There needs to be a switch that lowers this so I can see the stained glass window behind it. Yeah, it's all just currency, right? Like, they don't differentiate between the different kinds of gems that you have. Does the altar move? The altar moves, but not the thing in the back. Just the plinth in front of it. Where am I going? We're going up to the drawing room first. Yeah, sure. We're going up to the drawing room first. No, we're going to the ballroom first. Changed my mind. Oh, whoa! Good boy. All right, where is my note? It's not on the floor. That seems like it would be very obvious with how open this room is. Oh, it is on the floor. Never mind. The majority of gems found in the house are artificially produced. Yep, that checks out. And I know what that process is. Eighth rank ballroom. The picture? Clara and Simon in Eclipse Ball, 1952. Yep. In being northern. Ballroom. In Eclipse Ball picture. And I don't think these matter, but I should probably have pictures of them anyway. Like, I think I have done everything I'm going to need to do for the music sheets, but, like, I want the pictures regardless. Music sheet 6. Ballroom. Music sheet 7. Ballroom. It's like, if there's a thing that I can bring up, I should probably have a picture of it. Even if it is no longer useful. Alright. Dowsing rod, help me out. Where are we going? Dowsing rod wants me to go to the corridor. Corridor it is. You got it, buddy. Yeah, there was an apple. Wow. The dowsing rod was right. Dowsing rod, don't fail me now. That's accurate. Green rooms are more likely to have items today. Yo, we did it. Wow, 5 dig spots after I've turned my shovel into a dowsing rod. But still, that was the item I was looking for. So lucky. Hey, I actually worked hard for this, all right? This was a combination of multiple factors. I set my blessing to green, I deliberately created the dowsing rod, and I drafted the veranda way earlier on, so there's a greater chance of finding items in green rooms, all right? I am admittedly getting lucky, but I am working to maximize that luck. There is some skill involved. Absolutely clock tower? I don't care where this is pointing. We're going to the clock tower anyway. Keep setting up. Oh, this is gonna have this. This is gonna have the stopwatch in it, isn't it? There's gonna be a stopwatch, and the only room left where I can draft from is on the other side of the house. Yeah, what's up, stopwatch? So pointless. Okay. I don't think I have a picture of this, so I'm going to take the picture of this. Clock tower. Sacred poem. All right, let's go. At least it doesn't cost me steps to run now, so that's cool. Oh, whoa! Am I actually gonna get there in time? That's funny. Does the quest bedroom help me? It does not. I want a tomorrow room here, I guess. Insofar as I want anything. Like, another item doesn't help me. Alright, well, we're not getting anything of any value. So I'll get 1,000,000 keys. And by 1,000,000, I mean like 2, maybe? Nice. Fantastic. There are 12 major keys. I believe that to be true, actually. This is also stuff that's like, I don't think it will ever be relevant again, but I might as well take the pictures. Servants' quarters. Letter. Quarters. Letter 2. I'm not taking a picture of this. I don't need a picture of this garbage. 12 major keys. Lavatory for spite. I love it. Honestly, no. I couldn't have. Never mind. I thought about it, but I couldn't have. All right, let's get that powered hammer doing a powered hammer thing. I could go gambling for funsies. Like, for no real reason, just because I like gambling. I'm not gonna waste of time. Listen, I know from time wasting, all right? Game recognizes game. I'm not gonna spend too much time in the casino. Where are we power hammering? Oh, I've got a thing to show you, buddy. Where aren't we power hammering real? The crate hall. Yes. Yeah. Can also knock down weaker brick walls. How long did it take me to build a power hammer and see that dialogue? Quite some time, I think. What a dialogue it is, too. Not as long as it took for me to see and fuses on the torch. Accurate. Alright, so door number 1 led to a basement key door, led to a security key door, led to a not a door. However, no! No! I don't even have a boiler room! Alright. Alright. The to-do list has now changed slightly. Boiler room for tunnel. It's trolls all the way down. Oh, I'm sure. I can't wait to find out what further gating will be behind this one. Jeez. The funny part is, if I had had a boiler room in the house, this would have actually been fine. Sure did not have a boiler room in the house. Man, you know what we did do today, though, is add 10 to our allowance. Which I feel pretty good about. Alright, time to monk the treasure chamber. The treasure trove. Oh, man. What if I monk the treasure trove and it's the scepter? What if it's the scepter? What if that's the treasure? That would be neat. Okay, I don't think there is anything else I am ready to do for today. So I think we just call it here. And treasure trove gets monked. Is there anything else I need to do in this house? We are not calling it a day in the break room because we are calling it a day in the treasure trove. I cannot play chapel games. All right. No, I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's call it. All right. All right. Good run. Let's go again. There's more stuff to do. Day 73. Let's go. This little opening jingle to this game has, like, some neat Obra Dinn vibes to it. Amateur lockpick kit, magnifying glass, and 2 gems. Quite the haul. That is a good, solid care package. All right, start with the good stuff. Wait a minute, is this the foundation forever? Did I break things? Is the game over? It does not reset each day. Oh my god, is my save borked? Am I screwed? Is that real? I mean, I know it says it doesn't reset each day, but like, does it actually not reset each day? Because I can't lower this. I can't get to the back to open it. And I guess I didn't look in the basement. Maybe there's a way to get down to this part of the basement. Maybe there's like a way to get to this part of the basement. Because there's not anything else that I can draft here. How would I get behind that? I guess we gotta go into the basement and... You know what? I might be able to get into... Because this would be underneath the room... Thinking about things. This would be underneath the area where, like, the tomb connects, right? So that might be open. If that's open, then I can potentially get underneath there. And I don't know what that'll do, but maybe something? Do I go this way? I might actually want to go from... Trying to think of how this connects and what I'll be able to see from each different place that I come in from. If I come in from that side... No, I want to come in from this side because then I'll be on the right side of the minecart. I don't have a key card. I can't call the elevator. For some reason, it didn't occur to me that the foundation does not reset each day also includes the external room. My suspicion, Cryptomancer, is that it would still respect physical location. So the elevator in the basement would still go up to the basement, or go up to the in-house foundation. But that is now occupying the space that the tomb would occupy. So if this door were open, what in-house location? The foundation. I'm talking about the elevator in the basement. If this were open, I might be able to get to under the outer foundation. But it's not open, and I don't know how to open it without being inside it already. Misunderstood how this process works. You know, this doesn't get me anywhere I want to get to, unfortunately. Can't do anything from here. The water level is at the wrong place. I can't go out this way. I confirm I can't go out this way. It's flooded? It's flooded. Great. You know I'm not blocked. Okay. All right, yeah, I mean, I guess the next step is to go into the basement proper. Because this isn't open. Sucks that I lost a Data Monkey. Yeah, right when I was going to do the treasure trove, too. Yeah, what's up, Lunar Waffles? I am indeed doing that thing. Is this still open? It is still open. Cool. Yeah, we were about to do something cool. Was about to do a cool thing. That's true. It might still get saved. No, it says from the following day. It says exactly the following day, not the next time you draft. I don't have the key card, so going into the basement proper isn't going to do anything. So I guess I save going in there until I have a key card. Let this sit for now? Wow, that sounds like a terrible idea, but okay. The break room is here. Fantastic. Maybe I get a key card. If I get a key card here, we can try that. And at worst, it burns a couple of steps. It's not really a big deal. Uh, 3 squared is 9. Rounded to the nearest 10 is 10. -4 squared is 16. Rounded to the nearest 10 is 20. 12 flipped is 21. Rounded to the nearest 10 is 20. Divided by 10 is 2. What? Did I do it wrong? Okay. Oh, I did miss it. I did that wrong. Okay, 21. 3. It's 3 because it goes 12, 21, 20. 25, not 3, 52, 50. So 5. I missed that there was another thing. There's that key card. All right, so now we're going to try something. And burn some more steps. Worst case, this just takes me up to the in-house foundation. And I end up starting there in my quest towards getting more 8th rank stuff. This got changed with patch 1.6. Because this is almost definitely going up to the in-house foundation. It would be very weird if this did anything with the out-of-house foundation. Yeah. So this is exactly where I expect it to be. Interesting. The icons are... Oh, because the icons are rotated. The icons are just rotated. That's why. Okay. Alright. Well, the worst case happened as expected. I guess we just go up this way. Kitchen seems good for me. I feel like I'm going to want to spend my money on food. Banana! Oh, bacon and eggs. Sure. We like morning rooms. Yeah, just take my money. Whatever. Just because this could be better later doesn't matter. This is enough steps to do whatever I want over the course of the day. Don't seem to be able to pick this door's lock. Bummer. The only one that goes north is Courtyard. So we take a Courtyard. And get a metal detector. Heck yeah. Can't wait to detect some metal. Well, I could take a closed exhibit here, and that... Oh, it's not open in the right direction. Man! Cursed ass closed exhibit. But it has more doors, so that's probably worth. Let's start with left side. Maybe we can get to the garage. Not here. The next one. Okay, now garage. Damn it. Oh, I needed to... mistakes were made. I needed to set my blessing before I did this. Do I have exactly 2 hallways? I do have exactly 2 hallways. Sweet! I can double my 0 keys. The one time this ability goes off and I have 0 keys for it. Christ. I didn't expect this ability to be useful, but I didn't expect this ability to be not useful in this way. All right, commissary it is. Commissary it is. What do you have for me? Give me some goodies. This is some good goodies, actually. You took the one that doubled your money and then money stopped meaning anything? True. Didn't expect it to be so over the top useless. No, it's not that I expected it to not be... It's not that I expected it to not be useless, right? I expected it to be useless. I did not expect it to become active and still do nothing. That's what I didn't expect. All right, now it's definitely time to set the goddamn banner. What am I missing? We are looking for closet, boiler room especially. Can't get sauna. Freezer, conference room, dovecot, and mechanarium. I kind of don't want to take mechanarium here, even if it does show up. Because I'm afraid that the thing is going to be in a room. Like, I don't have any cogs, so I'm very worried about mechanarium here. None of these are the things I'm looking for. However, workshop opens up to the next room, so that's good. I have enough gems to get whatever, as long as I can get through the door. As long as I can get through the door, he said, immediately triggering an inability to get through the door. Cool! Great! Great and cool! At least this door I can get through. Actually, adding the pool here is sick. Really just money? This is what you're gonna give me? Oh. Nice. Nice! An actual key. Great. Have I gotten pump room? I think I've gotten pump room. But I have not gotten sauna. So this is actually perfect. Fantastic. Ooh, sneaky. Saunas are commonplace in both businesses and residences in Kararika. Fascinating. 8th rank sauna. That's because it's cold in Kararaka. And the general temperature is snow. I know this about Kararaka. This is not particularly useful. I wonder, in businesses in Kararaka is really interesting. I wonder if that tells me anything about the culture of Kararaka, since that is a piece I still need. Hang on, we're going to take a second and bring up, not that, we're going to bring up, the Realman rune for a hot second. And look at moats. Yeah, the book on sigils. I guess I could add this window. Hang on, let me add this window to OBS so y'all can see what I am seeing. There's a window capture. And it is picture viewer. What actual application is this? This is probably a default Windows thing. Oh, it's got a Copilot button. It's definitely a default Windows thing. I don't know which default Windows thing it is. All right, whatever. Picture viewer is fine. Yes, that is the correct thing, but it's not showing it, which is interesting. It's capturing the mouse correctly, but it's not showing the picture in it. Fascinating. I says photos.exe. Okay, cool. All right. Well, if that's not working, let's try game capture. What if it is a game capture of photos.exe? Gonna bother me if I misspell it. Capture specific window, and the window is photos.exe. Nope. Not showing up at all. Still not showing up. Wow. Why is this so cursed? What else could I be capturing? If window capture and game capture both don't work, what could I guess I could window capture? I guess I could like monitor capture, which I already have a setup for. So we'll just turn on the monitor capture. Yeah, that works. There you go. So this is what I'm looking at, which is the moats, the culture for a thing, right? So, saunas being present in residences and businesses, what does that say about the culture? Does it say anything about the culture? Maybe it's spiritual? Doesn't feel particularly spiritual. That could be tribal. Or maybe it's definitely not industrial. Kararaka is absolutely not industrial. No shot Kararaka is industrial. But I don't know that it really speaks to anything here. Why would tribal have businesses? Yeah, right? Not so much. Probably not agricultural for similar reasons. And we already know that Kararaka isn't metropolitan. Like, Kararaka is like a pretty natural area, right? It's mountainous and snowy is what Kararaka is. So, I guess what I am saying is we still don't know. But that is interesting information, potentially. Hey, look, bananas. Also, it lets me take sauna off the list. Get removed, idiot. None of these are the thing I'm looking for. However, I am always happy to take a laboratory. So maybe I will take a laboratory. Oh, it's the wrong rank anyway. I am definitely taking a laboratory. Or I guess if I am speaking American English, a laboratory. First things first, experiment setup. What are we experimenting with? I can still remove crates for the tunnel. But there aren't any crates left in the tunnel. How come I can still remove crates from the tunnel? That's odd. Laboratory? No, no, no. No, I'm angry at you, Cryptomancer. No. God. Why can I still remove... You know what? Sure. Remove a crate from the tunnel. See if it does anything. What are we going to do that will remove crates from the tunnel? Maybe the bedrooms? I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of apples. And I am not sure whether or not there's going to be many security doors. Security doors are hard to come by. And I've already burned my closed exhibit. I didn't think there were going to be any crates left to remove from the tunnel, so this is odd. Have I drafted any bedrooms at all? I don't think so, but there's a lot of house left. Alright, and then while we're here, let's do the usual stuff. Staff services. Any announcements? No. Staff services. Order a hammer. I'd like there to be a sledgehammer available at all times. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sledgehammer. Since I'm doing bedrooms, I don't need to RTA into the security office. Do I get any benefit from RTAing into security or office or shelter? Not really. Not really. Like, maybe I want to do shelter if I trigger the experiment enough times, because the amount of keys I have is not a whole lot. But I think it's not that relevant right now. I guess I could go into office and up my security count. Like, that's not a bad idea either, given that I have one key and a key card. But I think I'm not that worried about it either. None of these are helpful, but Starfish Aquarium has a door in the right place. So we'll put the Starfish Aquarium here and have a door in the right place. Also, it's my first bedroom. None of these are helpful. Morning room's not terrible, but none of these are the thing that I want. I should maybe have gone looking for dice before opening this up. I was hoping I'd find the conference room, though. Oh, well. Oh, well. All right. This is the wrong closet. I needed the regular closet, not the utility closet. Do we just take the utility closet? Well, let's take something with doors. Because both Reading Nook and Morning Room have doors. Reading Nook will get me a key, and Morning Room will get me... question mark? Morning Room will get me some gems. I just like the Morning Room, I think. It's a cool room. It's got some gems. It's got this newspaper. Which, have I taken a picture of this newspaper yet? I don't think so. So maybe we take a picture of the newspaper. Morning room. Newspaper. Now what am I doing? Now I'm getting stalled because I don't have keys, probably. I am prescient. Or maybe just a pessimist. We're not making it into the antechamber at all today. None of the doors worked out correctly. Is there anything else I want to do today? I guess I'm digging for the boiler room now. Boiler room is kind of the only thing that matters at this point. In each bedroom, you sleep in a tent. Well, I mean, sometimes sleeping in a bedroom is beneficial. The weird thing is going to sleep in a bedroom and then waking up in the tent anyway. That's weird. Yeah, I guess we're just digging for the boiler room and that's it. Okay. There are doors here that I have not opened. For reasons, I see. Although this door is guaranteed to be unlocked, I just haven't hit the button yet. Well, look at these rooms. I like items. Right, I like items? Also take a chamber of mirrors. Yeah, I'm on board with this since it's already open from this side. This seems like it could be good. This seems like it could be like a good time for this. Oh, and there's keys in it. Yo. Okay. That's how that works. That's how that works. I don't have access to that yet. But someday. Probably. Came in from the north. So the south is where I need to get into if I want to get up to the top. Which I do. That is a thing I want. So let's head towards that. Good lockpick. Observatory going the wrong direction, unfortunately. So maybe I take the music room? Do you like keys? Always the prism key here. None of these open in the right direction, which is extra cursed. Den has doors, though. I guess we're not getting to the top of the... Yeah, there's no way to get to the top of the thing, then. Good on gems. Let's grab keys. Second music room? Sure, why not? Hook me up. car keys. That's exciting. For some definition of exciting. Which one just opened? Over there. Yeah, and we can never open those two. We just can never get to the center, unfortunately. Spending a lot of steps running around the Chamber of Mirrors in order to maximize my keys. Like, not bad. Yeah, so now I can fully run around in the Chamber of Mirrors. And the only thing I cannot do is get to the top part of the Chamber of Mirrors where the cool stuff is. Oh, well. But hey, now I have all of the keys I could possibly need. So that's cool. I would take a garage here. They want to give me a garage. Yo, the boiler room! Fantastic. Alright, let's hit that red button. Is that how I get that turned on? No, it has to come from there. So this has to go all the way around. To here. Now that's turned on. And then we got to do this to enable the elevator. Which I have to bring down from above first. Okay. Okay, yeah, so I gotta remember the next time I do this. We gotta, turn on the central thing and lower the elevator first. Yeah, sure. And lower the elevator first. The elevator is not on. Oh, right. Wait, what? The elevator remains not on? Excuse me? How does one turn on the elevator then? Oh, like this. What's up, Ender? How's it going? What? Disaster has occurred. How do we turn on the elevator and also be able to get to the thing? I guess the answer is don't worry about it? I suspect the answer is don't worry about it. But I am a little worried about it. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to turn on the elevator and also get to the far door. Or rather, I'm trying to turn on the elevator and also turn on the red box. Because this is going to be retracted. Doesn't seem like that is a thing I can do. That's interesting. power coming from? Power is coming from here. And also from here. Okay, so we can have power coming this way. I'm trying to remember how this thing works. This thing was always quite the puzzle. And this solely opens that door. Because otherwise the door opens from here. Where else can power come from? I don't think power can come from this. I think power can only come from this one. And that's only from here? I think I understand the situation. Alright, well, maybe the solution is open up a path to the entrance hall from this door, and then it doesn't matter. But let's explore here first, and then come back and get it set up, I guess? Take a closet. Closets are good. And then I never need to come back to this anyway, so that's fine. Money, key, pouch, gem. Sounds great. And that is everything. That is the 4 things. 4 things in the room. Good. All right, now I really don't need to worry about it. Now I can just set it up. Great. Would not like a dark room. I'll take a secret passage, though. Do we just secret passage into a hallway again? No, I want a bedroom, actually. Preferably a bedroom with an open door, but any bedroom will work. I like, worst case, I just go back up to the foundation, and we get back outside that way, so. Oh, the door does change color. Okay, good. Good. Because that would be like a horribly missed opportunity if it didn't. I am now on way more than 2 hallways. But alright, we'll take a bunk room here. Bunk room restored. What's up, little guy? A crate has been removed from the tunnel. There were no crates in that tunnel. Which tunnel are they removing crates from? If they think they are still removing crates from tunnels. Fantastic. Alright, so now we gotta run back to the foundation. Oh, this is here. This was here the whole time? Hey, look, it's money. The one thing I didn't care about. There are now 2 uncrates in the tunnel. That checks out. Alright, there are still plenty more rooms to potentially explore. But the most important thing right now is checking on the tunnel. So we're going to go check on the tunnel. Chain the tunnels from one end of the manor to the other. Is each one a different tunnel? Oh, like the tunnel blueprint? So the tunnel blueprint is not what we're talking about. But, like, each room is a different tunnel room, a different instance of tunnel. But they all look exactly the same. But they are different. Like, if you get to an edge, you see different things. For each bedroom you draft after your second. So, this was my second and third bedroom. It is 1 uncrate. I guess they could be removing crates from the tunnel room instead of they could be talking about a different tunnel. Un uncrate. Yes, correct. Like, just because they have removed crates from this tunnel doesn't mean they couldn't be removing crates from the room labeled tunnel now. Yup, that's behind door number 5 is door number 6. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, 5. Door number 6. Here we go. Oh my god. All right, candles, that's fine. That's fine, no problem. I can actually just make the burner glass right now. Do I have a workshop? I do have a workshop. It's metal detector and magnifying glass, right? Confirm. Yeah. Magnifying glass and metal. I could just make the burner glass now. Okay. Let's go do that. Yeah. Not at this moment. Sure. This is definitely a need to light candles. And definitely not a thing I had access to when I asked that question. So, completely fair. It's like the most far away a room could possibly be. We might actually run out of steps this time with all of my running around. On the other hand, I do have running shoes, don't I? Yeah, okay, we're probably going to be fine. Never mind. Everything's going to be okay. Also, I'm still in unknown? That's weird. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Is this right? Yes. Here. This way. Through here. You're fully bought out? Great. Good news. Magnifying glass. Metal detector. Set things on fire. Can light candles and ignite fuses. Yeah. I just had them in my inventory. I was ready to go. Always ready to go. Now I have enough keys, I can just open this. I do not want it to be a hallway, so I guess I'll use a regular key. The observatory. Fantastic. We needed one of these. On 24. All right. 1 key and 1 gem for each. Rank? 6? Neat. There are 9 ranks. Oh, did I get +9? I wasn't seeing how much I actually gained. Yeah, I guess for each rank is all ranks that exist, so 9. That makes some sense. Until it adds more words and it tells me how it is modifying rank. Ah, observatory. You are so cool. Run through the kitchen here, make sure I have bought out the kitchen. I think I have fully bought out the kitchen, though. Yeah, cool. Yeah, the sentence continues. Yeah, rank is going to be modified. It's not just going to give me 9 keys and 9 gems. It's going to give me some other piece of information. There's going to be more words. Now we're in the grounds. It's good. We're still in the grounds. When do we get in? I guess when we go through this door, we're in the unknown. Ooh. Crossing there was a footstep. Fascinating. A lot of random steps here. Behind door number 6. Is door number 7. Okay. Well, at least I know where those are. Okay, no, I know how to open that door. That's cool. We're fine. I have the steps to do this still. I think I left them in here. Yep. Was the question of whether or not I'd left them in the grotto or left them in the sundial. That's right. I wanted to double check what was in the ruins. Make sure that the ruins was not an actual throne room. Yup, still trying to figure out where the Court of Ares is. 1, 2, 3, bonk. 4, 5, 6. Behind door number 7 is door number 8, but this is a new kind of door. This is not a door I know how to access. Do I have to be king? Do I have to have reclaimed the crown? I might be able to just come in here with the blue crown. That might be enough. But I might also have to have reclaimed the crown in order to open this. This is like the Holly sigil, I think? This looks somewhat familiar, this shape. And it's blue. This is one of the biggest trolls. Great. Yeah, I think this is the Mount Holly sigil. I think I have to become king of Mount Holly before I can open this. Okay, great. Can't believe that in Blueprints the 8th door was the weird one. Spot on comment. Thank you, Storm Vision. That is extremely Blueprints. Sure, there's a 9th door. Yeah, absolutely. 9 is a sacred number. That's a thing that I know about this game. Alright, what else are we doing here? What else am I looking for? Alright, and we are moving Boiler Room for Tunnel out of here. And tomorrow objectives are Become King for Tunnel. There we go. Alright, what else can I do this run then? Done with rank 8. Haven't found a treasure trove yet, so I could find a treasure trove. Apparently it's still letting me do crates, which is weird. We did stars. Monking something seems not very good here, now that this foundation is stuck here. Which means, I guess, if I want to put forth any more effort this run, it would be towards figuring out the foundation? Can change which experiments I have in my pool. Yes, I can take the crate one out if I want. My expectation was that it would stop offering me the crate one, the same way it stopped offering me the letters one, right? Like, I haven't seen letters since I got all my last letters. So I assumed by keeping that in the pool, I would just have effectively 6 experiments in the pool. That was my hope. You thought we saw it more recently? I don't think we've seen it more recently. I don't think that's true. I might be wrong. I have both the memory and the attention span of a goldfish. But I don't think we've seen it more recently since it got completed. Ice tank? Thank you? Alright, so what do I think I can do with a foundation in the outer room? Now that that doesn't reset, ever. The way in which I dealt with the foundation normally was by accessing the back wall of it. And I don't know how to do that. The other way to deal with the foundation is to come up from the basement. But the way in which I would access that part of the basement is sealed off, because it normally gets opened by Draxus, by coming in from the tomb. Is there a way to open that door from the basement side? Yes. I had already moved on, Devonok. It was completely washed from my mind. Correct. So I guess the next thing to figure out would be, can I open that door from the basement side? As opposed to from the tomb side. Because it doesn't stay open once I've opened it. At some point, I remember something showing me a list of blessings, and I don't remember what that thing was. Oh, not that I could get access to the shrine to get different blessings anyway. Well, at the very least, we can tool around in the house and look for the treasure trove again. Dining room is fine. Could use a little bit more food. This is the boiler room food, isn't it? Heck yeah. Let's have extra good dinner. My favorite. I would like to enjoy a lunch. Conservatory is here. That's always helpful. It's a decently fertile ground conservatory also. Okay, the vault can stay rare now because I feel like I've gotten everything I intend to get out of it. That's fine. The gift shop, can the gift shop stay rare? I think the gift shop can also stay rare. At least until Dirigiblocks goes on sale. Do I want the Great Hall to be more frequent? I don't know that I do. I don't always have keys. I, in fact, frequently do not have keys. I guess if I was making the foyer more common, then I'd be on board with making the Great Hall more common. But I haven't had the opportunity to do that yet. So maybe I'll just leave the Great Hall as unusual for now. What a disappointing conservatory. Yeah, the foyer is also unusual. But if the foyer were commonplace, then maybe the Great Hall could also be commonplace. But yeah, not messing around with it today. Planetarium? Do like a planetarium. It's got some goodies in it, right? Is this a second prism key? This is a second prism key. I didn't even think that was possible. Yo, thank you so much for the continued support, Rubber Ducky. Welcome back to the adventuring party. It's that time again? Absolutely. Thanks for being here. Here's a second prism key. Now there's 2 prism keys in the inventory. I didn't know that was possible. That's cool. And thank you for the bits, Rubber Ducky. Thank you very much. Okay, so I only gain the 2 stars if I call it a day in the planetarium. Otherwise, the planetarium is like a couple of goodies that don't really matter. It's fine. Green, orange, purple, red, or yellow. So the same as the secret tunnel. Not the secret tunnel. Secret passage. Secret passage is not a secret tunnel. Because it doesn't go through the mountains. It only goes through a door. That's the real difference. Alright, show me treasure trove. None of these things are treasure trove. You could do better. Suppose I could reroll. But I can also just take some goodies. Struggling to get out of bed and don't want to pack. Well, yeah, I am always here to support people being lazy. If lazy looks like staying in bed and watching me play games, then I support this. The Rotunda. I could also get a secret garden key, which doesn't matter a whole lot to me. I could get a secret garden in the morning room. Also doesn't matter a whole lot to me. You know what? Just stay in the coat check, honestly. Take the den here. Hammer! Hey, it's Dice. LDJ. Alright. Time to doom roll for treasure trove, because what else am I doing here? I think there's literally no other value to be gained in this house. I take it back. Freezer's pretty good. Yeah, okay, no, let's take the freezer and call it a day. That sounds great. Get frozen. Alright, and I guess I want to run around the outside foundation a little bit more and see if anything has changed. Seems unlikely, but we'll check. Maybe there's some way to get to the back of it that I don't. Seems unlikely. Man, when is the last time I opened the garage door? So long ago. It's the last time I drafted the garage. Also so long ago. Yes, this foundation remains untouched. Nothing has occurred to change the state of this foundation. Cursed ass foundation. Alright, let's go down to the basement and play around with that. With the... I don't know what we're playing around with. But there's got to be some... It really seems like I ought to be able to get into that side room that you normally come out of when you draft the tomb. But without access to it from the tomb, I don't know how to open it. Oh, I can't even get to it from this side because of the minecart. Stupid minecart. Can we get rid of the minecart? Can I just, like, set the minecart on fire? Can this just be, like... I don't think I can set it on fire. What if I could use the powered hammer to break the minecart? That would be great. Maybe there's a way to do something from here? This is normally sealed off, but maybe it's less sealed off if I do this. That's still sealed off. This is still nothing. This is still open, which is good. But, like, this doesn't get me to that foundation area either. No need to mess with the gears, I don't think. I don't intend to go across there. Kind of hoped this door would be open because I had the foundation there, but no, I guess not. Yeah, that is absolutely the central Holly symbol, just in blue. Ovin Nevere. Do I know what Ov-vo means? Because in... Hang on. Double check my Irajan dictionary. Toward away. Okay. To the north. To the north, a new day. No, new future. Nevere is new future. To the north, a new future. Yes, in is north. I think could also translate Nevere as fresh start, if you wanted. Ovin Nevere. Yeah, towards north, new future. Or starting future. Or the beginning of the future. Alright, how do we feel about Kararika? Let's play some Kararika games. Now that I know something about saunas in Kararika. How do I have this set up right now? I don't even remember what all this stuff means. This is Kararika. Snow is a beam type, I think. Let's get the beam types, beams all set up correctly. Style of ray. Snow is the ray dotted with falling circles. And I don't remember which of these is which. I never remember which of these is which. Definitely a piece of information I know about Kararika that I don't have written down. And it's in a room I never go into anymore. Fantastic. That's very helpful. What room is it? Is it like the master bedroom or something? The dormitory. Dormitory had information about Kararika? The only thing I remember being in the dormitory is drafting strategy number 2. Which I do actually have written down. I have... That is here. It's not? That was there like a letter in the dormitory? It's on the wall? I mean, I remember the stuff that was on the wall. Vaguely. I don't remember what was on the wall. Oh, no. Yeah, okay. There's a lot of stuff I don't remember. What was on the wall? It was like... No, I don't remember at all. I don't remember at all. I'll have to find the dormitory again. Okay. I guess, or have you tell me, but I think I'd rather find the dormitory than have you tell me. The room directory? Oh, that's true. I might be able to find some amount of information from the room directory. Yeah, you can sort of, there's like flags and stuff, but this isn't particularly detailed. I see the rackets here. Yeah, nah, this isn't enough. This isn't enough. It's not that I haven't drafted. Like, I went back into the dormitory in order to get drafting strategy 2 pictures, but I haven't seen it in a while. I do mostly ignore it, that is true. It's not a thing that I need. I'm usually A-okay on steps. I mean, I could try and get the dormitory out of the morning room. That's not impossible. I have some dice built up. We could try and find exactly the dormitory. What other information do I think I have? Yeah, I'm missing moats and mode of transportation for Kararika. I guess the mode of transportation might have been snowshoes. Which means rough trails or whatever. I'm also looking for more Ajay information and nuance information. I feel like that is also pretty thin on the ground. All right. Last ditch effort. Let's see if I can draft the dormitory specifically off of that morning room. Because it's not like I have anything else to do with this run. Unless because I still can't figure out how to deal with the foundation on the outer area. I don't know what else to do about that. I guess in the interest of not wasting time on things that aren't real, is there a way to open that door between the catacombs and the basement, the reservoir, from the reservoir side? Or is the only way to open that door from the catacombs side? Direct question. So the tomb leads into the catacombs specifically? Like, you go tomb into catacombs, and the catacombs has the statue of Draxus, and then you make it into the reservoir. You have to have drafted the tomb. Okay. Oh, I could use a prism key and guarantee a green room. That's not what I want. I want none of these, since none of these open up, and also none of these are the thing I am looking for. Conference room opens up, at least. Sometimes includes fruit or something. Not today. Oh no! I forgot about gems! Alright, we'll just take the mailroom then and call it good for the night. Yeah, I'm still on the blue blessing. So the likelihood of finding the dorm here was very low. Especially given I'm also under Chamber of Mirrors, so there's just a ton of blue stuff in the pool also. Odds of that getting anywhere were not particularly good. Alright, what am I still missing for rank 8 for next run? Closet, garage, boiler room, freezer, conference room, dovecot, and mechanarium. And depending on how masochistic I am feeling, higher ranks of classroom. Scald water. There's no water in the pool. Get out of here, man. That's long since drained. And treasure trove is impossible. Listen, if you're gonna make fun of me, I'm gonna make fun of you back. It's a very simple transactional relationship. Oh. There was a salt shaker the whole time. Wow, how many of those have I missed over my lifetime of playing Blueprints? I feel like I have probably walked past like 8, 10 salt shakers over the course of my many runs of this game. It's really hard to spot. Alright, well, I guess wherever we call it a day, we're still in theory using Blessing of the Monk, but the foundation is still stuck there. So I'm kind of on just going to the break room and getting my key card. Because the foundation. Man, what do I even do about that? Because I can't get to the back of it, and I don't think I can get to the part underneath it, wherever the actual basement thing is underneath the foundation. Underneath the external foundation. Because I don't have access to that part of the basement. Wow. Extra cursed. I'm gonna go run around in the basement for a hot second. Or in the external foundation again. Maybe there'll be something else that I have missed and can spot. I guess I could grab that crown, huh? We're in a position where it's not that hard to do. Oh, there's no door on this side. No, I cannot grab the crown. My mistake. I was wrong. Misinformed. Right, where are we going? Yeah, okay. So that requires this. Unless there's some other part of the basement that I have access to that I didn't realize? Like some other way to get... Maybe some other door that... Surely not here, right? We can come here and play for a second. Nobody is harmed by messing around in the reservoir. Other than stream engagement. Stream engagement might be harmed by messing around in the reservoir. stop names here again? I think I took notes on that while I was doing it. Royal Station, Angel Tower, Ares Crossing, Tanner Fork, Oris Train Hall, Dead End. Following this path. Which matches the picture that Mom wanted to show us quite some time ago. It's interesting that she showed it to the camera. I'm not sure who she was trying to show it to. Presumably Hubert at that point? Her dad? Actual dad? Cousin? No. Uncle. Uncle Henry. Like, who else would be looking at the security footage? You always assumed that it was for me because she knew I'd inherit the mansion. Oh, maybe. I could see that. I mean, Herbert? No way. Nobody's name is Herbert. That's a silly name. I think it's like Humphrey or something. I am spending way too much time here on nothing of any value. Cannot tell if this is a bit. It is a bit. Have no fear, my friend. It is, in fact, a bit. It's been a bit since, like, day 3, day 5, maybe even day 1. I don't even know how to read those. I can't. I'm afraid that is not helpful, Cryptomancer. But thank you for the ideas. Pretty sure day 1. I mean, extremely likely. Fake elf French in. Wow, that is incredible. During the actual opening cutscene, maybe. All right. What am I actually doing here? I think what I'm doing is being unwilling to accept the way that reality is. And hoping that if I spend enough time, things will change. And I don't think that is a reasonable hope. Like, what else could I do in here? In here, with here, to here. In order to make this useful. In order to make it stop being anti-useful. Never be able to draft the shelter again. The poor shelter. If I RTA into the shelter, actually. I haven't RTA'd this run. Not that I think it's likely to be helpful, but I'm sitting here on 30 steps and nothing to do. One might say I should probably just call it. which is not an unreasonable approach. Man, I was really hoping that the thing at the end of the tunnel would help me become king, rather than requiring me to already be king. It's been a rough couple of days for post-game content. Alright, let's just go to the break room and call it. This is getting a little silly. Maybe even has been a little silly for quite some time. But with that removed from the list of things I am working on, this is all kind of mild stuff still, right? Like, the only concrete objective I have left is a couple of rank 8 things, and also the spiral. And I don't have anything else that moves me forward. I guess sigils, information about sigils if I can find it. Which probably means taking some of the less taken rooms and seeing if I missed information that's useful. For example, the dormitory. I am a little sad to have the thing that I was working on progressing towards be done essentially in a way that doesn't let me feel like I can progress towards it anymore. And I really don't know what to do with the outdoor foundation. That seems very cursed. All right, you know what I'm gonna do is we're gonna take a break here. That's what's gonna happen. Figure out what I'm doing. Figure out what the next step is. I guess the next step is starting another run. But past that, 6 tomorrow rooms? Dang. And none of them are the clock tower? Also dang. But alright, starting the next run. Yeah. A blue Holly logo. Alright, so we still have the foundation on the outside. Presumably. I can't imagine that would change after one more reset when it didn't change after the original reset. Yep. Does not reset each day. What else can I do with this? How else do I interact with an outside room? Is there a blessing that affects the outside room at all? I don't think so. I don't remember what the 6 blessings are. 6? Is that right? Sleeping Mask has its tradition. Oh? Oh? Master Aha! Aha! Okay. Okay. Alright, great. Master Simon, imagine my surprise upon arriving at the estate this morning only to discover a second foundation, so casually situated among the trees and chirping crickets of the west grounds. Now, I have never professed to be a skilled draftsman, and maybe this is not as unintended a mistake as it appears. There is a chance that this redundant room is part of some greater strategy I cannot fathom. Or perhaps more likely, morbid curiosity simply got the better of you. However, should that curiosity wane and you come to regret your recent decision, this can of repellent will certainly prove useful. Press X in any room in your house to use. Starting tomorrow, that floor plan will be removed from the house and draft pool for 1 week. From the house! Removed from the house. Damn. Damn. Okay, so I can actually move the in-house foundation that way too. Which I would love to do, for the record, actually. It's not how foundations work? Well, you know, that just sounds like you're bad at drafting. Okay, yes. No, I will definitely go repel some things. I have gotten repellent before. I think once. And I think I found it in the Lost and Found is where I found it. But okay, yeah, let's go repel a foundation. All right. Well, thank you, Anne Babbage, for fixing this problem for me. Foundation the grounds X. The foundation has been removed from the draft pool for 1 week. That's cool. That's cool. That is a good way to solve it. I'm surprised it took another day to show up past the first day. Like it's there and stuck for 2 days. But at least next day I will get my monk value. So that's cool. All right, well, that means I don't have to worry about it. So we can move on to just trying to get blue stuff in rank 8. I really want the foundation to be here. I want to put the foundation right under the antechamber. I hope it removes the foundation in the house as well, so I can redraft it. Because I would love to redraft it on rank 8. No, I was on a break. All I did is use the repellent, is what I did. They want you to really regret your decision. I guess so. I guess so. That's fair. That is honestly fair. All right, well, I have a key card, but I don't have any keys. So let's go get some keys. And once I have, like, maybe 3 or 4 keys, I'll go up to the foundation. I cannot take the conference room here. Take the quest bedroom? Take the kennel? Kennel doesn't need to be in the house. Would be nice to have a shovel. But sure, we'll take this. What a good boy. No goodies, no shovels. Conservatory is here. Fantastic. Ooh, boudoir is also here. We can take the boudoir here and conservatory in the other corner, since it seems to show up with startling regularity. Only a few things left for me to find that are meaningful. I'm likely to be bottlenecked pretty soon. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds correct. Commissary? Do you have the money? Den for doors? Let's take the commissary. Good job, coupon book. You're doing great. That's not a great place for the courtyard. Let's just take the quest bedroom then. Magnified class, sure. Vaguely nautical themed guest bedroom. Not in any concrete way, but in a kind of abstract way. The dogs. I guess I am right next to the dogs. Wow, that would be that would be an uncomfortable place for the guest bedroom. In if this was lasting more than, you know, a single day, that would be pretty awkward for any guests I had. If I ever had guests, you know. Good boy. You too. Also a good boy. Alright, let's see if we can get the conservatory on this side. We'll just drop the workshop here because it opens into the place I want it to open into. And I get a battery pack for my troubles. Sure. Make another burner glass. I don't think that matters to me too much right now. No, didn't get the thing. Can start an experiment. This is an okay place for that. Still 0 keys is the worst part. So I guess we take the storeroom so I can start getting keys. That is my struggle at the moment. I haven't looked around in the storeroom in a while either. Maybe there's something interesting here that means more to me at this late stage in the game. Other than this adorable picture of Swimbird. Well, utility closet is the end of the run. So let's not do that. Don't need to buy food right now. Treasure trove! It's facing the wrong way. I do need a treasure trove, but I do not need this treasure trove in this particular layout. Oh, I have a key card. Okay, so it's not the end of the run. I can still just run to the foundation. But I'm low on almost anything I would want. This is perfect, though, because this will get me keys. There we go. 9. Minus 7 is 2. Times 10 is 20. Wow, how vanilla. 12. Minus 4 is 8. Times 2 is 16. Divided by 16 is 1. 10. Minus 4 is 6. Minus 2 is 4. Times 2 is 8. Divided by 2 is 4 again. Alright, this is an appropriate amount of keys now, which is great. I don't want to take the boiler room here because I still want to take the boiler room in rank 8, don't I? Yeah. Alright, take the den. Wow, this den, the den has been really good about giving me these trunks. I feel like that has been kind of consistent lately. Couldn't tell you why, but I am happy about it. Nursery? I'll take the reading nook. It opens in the correct direction, and it gives me a key, which is, I think, enough for me to just take the foundation up at this point. Do I want to see the library again? Maybe I'll just take the bedroom? I feel like this shouldn't be that difficult a decision, but like both of these are very low impact. Take the bedroom. Avoiding the library lately. I'm not sure why. Don't think it'll do much for me. I think I have gotten all of the books I care to read. There might actually be other books that I still want to take screenshots of. I shouldn't be avoiding the library like that. But I do want to finish taking... I think I do want to finish taking screenshots of the books. Alright. Yeah. With all of this material, I feel good about running back out and going to the Foundation. Having fun isn't hard when you've got your library card. Absolutely, dude. Hmm. 100% agree. Also, I've heard the library is a great place to hang out. Just generally. Beep beep beep. Elevator. Man. I don't know that I would have realized that repellent removes things from the house. Even though it says it removes things from the house. I don't think it would have connected for me that it removes things from the house. Without seeing it in this exact situation. Doors are locked. Okay, security is great here. Let's up my count of security doors since I have the card. First off, we view the estate inventory just in case. Fantastic. Then we make security level high. Confirm. And then we go online. Are there any new announcements? Nope. I would like to special order a hammer. Hammer ordered. Noun verbed. And to the lab. Yeah, I knew that repellent existed because I had found it in the Lost and Found exactly once. But even having read the description, I don't know, I don't think it would have connected to me without seeing it in exactly this context. Okay, so I have to recreate from scratch rather than editing the existing one. That's fine. Bedrooms. What else was on here? Security doors. Apples, I guess. Room with a fireplace. How many rooms have fireplaces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. else do I take? Maybe chests? I don't super like chests. Maybe chests. I don't know. And actually, how many rooms do have fireplaces? I can't tell while I'm in here. Should probably do the map one. Oh, I already did the map one. Okay. I guess I could do antechamber levers. It's a weird one, but I guess I can do that. That's fine. Each time you access a different terminal today, that actually works kind of the same way as antechamber levers. But the rooms are easier to get to. I think maybe we do that, since it also includes the grotto terminal, presumably. Sure. Stock your pantry with fruit is cute. Lower the reservoir by 1. That is fascinating. Does that get rid of water from the system? Like, does water just disappear permanently? We don't need to remove any crates from the tunnel anymore. So we can permanently increase lockpicking skill. We can gain a star. We can gain allowance. I'm going to put letter in because I think it's just never going to give me that. Small chests are good. Stock your pantry with fruit. Yeah, steps don't matter. Steps is not the thing that matters. Let's try set your dice to 2. That's kind of cool. Six. What else do I want on here? Three aquariums. Gain a random item, then set your keys to 0. That's kind of cursed. Although I am excited for the possibility of the next 3 times you open a chest, add a small chest to the entrance hall. This is 6. What else do we want here? None of these others are really things that I'm interested in, I think, in any given run. Maybe we could do the key thing. Maybe we could do this, I guess. Yeah, alright, sure. And let's set up an experiment. Oh, I could do the chest thing, but let's go for lockpicking skills. And of course, we do that with upgraded floor plans, because that is easy to do. Last time I did this, I got 10 hits on it. Let's see if I can get some number of hits on it this time. Cannot take conference room. I'm okay with passageway, but this is an upgraded thing, and it gives me a decent chunk of keys, so this seems worth. Skill in picking locks has improved. By how much do you think? It's not like I have a number attached to my lockpicking skill that I can see or apply in any way. It come with a gem. It's so rare that I find things in this room. Well, now that I have keys, let's use a key. Laboratory is going the wrong way, and as much as I would love a secret garden key, I want to be able to go north. So we're doing this. The dorm! I was looking for that. For reasons. But it does kind of mess up my routing here. Probably worth. Kuraraka University. Orange chevron. Oh, I guess the fact that it's a university might mean that it's academic? I mean, I already knew about Orange and Chevron, so that none of that is news. Hey, nice hall pass. But okay, the fact that Kuraraka has a university could potentially mean that it is academic focused. We could try that. A hall pass is not a clue. A hall pass is a hall pass. But a hall pass is a hall pass. So, you know, that's not nothing. I don't even want to go this way. Leave that and come back to it. I have all the steps in the world. I don't want to take the conference room. None of these are open in the right direction. Could redraw, I guess. I don't want to, like, waste redraws here. But options aren't great. Observatory opens in the correct direction and is an observatory. So that's great. 6 and 29. For each rank reached. Okay. I gained 7. Six, dang. For each rank reached. Oh, also chests added to the entrance hall. And the Southern Cross is active, in case I knew where the Court of Ares was. I don't, but if I did, I might be able to go to the Court of Ares. Although I certainly have a lot in hand, so this would not be a good time to go visit the Court of Ares. Hallways drafted from an adjoining hallway do not cost gems. For each rank reached. And that's still not the end of the sentence? Way behind on the... Yeah, I guess you were way behind on the stream. Rank reached, and that's still not the end of the sentence. All right. Do we just take the tunnel? I guess we just take the tunnel, since that is what we're looking for. What'd you miss from this run? Repellent! I got repellent, Hamu. Anne Babbage left me a card in the entrance hall. Yeah. I went into the dorm and saw the Kuraraka University flags, which I had in fact already seen and had not forgotten, but mostly not regarded as important. But I guess the fact that Kuraraka University exists could mean that Kuraraka is academic focused. So that is a thing to try. And if I think that Kuraraka is academic, then we might be able to brute force the remaining one. Oh dear. I guess I take the cloister unless I reroll. I think it's actually worth it to just take the cloister here, because that gives me access to the rest of rank 8. So I'm just gonna take the cloister here. And then also set my banner. Oh, right. I don't have a shovel. All right, come on, garage. Garage. Yeah! Also, I want the hallway closet, but let's get the garage first. That's harder to get. There's 2 different buttons here. No, there's 1 button. All right, where is my note? Yeah, I didn't have a lot to say about your bottleneck comment. Like, okay. This is a note, but this is not the note I was looking for. I sure hope the note isn't in the car. I don't think it's going to be. There's still a lot of room in this room. Maybe it is in the car. Jeez. Maybe it's on the car? Pretty soon I'm going to need a slightly heavier handed direction. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, if once I get to the point where all of the information that I need is in rooms I've already been in, that's going to be a difficult spot for me. And I don't know when I'll have reached that point. I guess it doesn't surprise me that there is information in rooms that I've been in that is important. Where is my note? Underneath the car? Somewhere? Hope it's not in the car. More like not. Wow. Unbelievable. This is the kind of support I get from chat. I don't have the keys. On the top of the car somewhere? I mean, I'm just hoping it's not in the car. That's what I'm hoping, because I don't have access to the inside of the car. That would be a real bummer if I needed to get in the car and draft the garage in order to find the note. I would be bummed if that were the case. So I'm assuming that's not the case. Halfway there, yeah, sure. Sure. If the unfortunate case is true, then I have at least gotten the garage this time. So, you know, a step in the right direction. Okay, direct question. Do I need the car keys in order to find the note? Damn it. All right. Yep. Big problems. Where do I find car keys? I've already gotten the guest bedroom. And they weren't there. Past that, where do I find car keys? One of the other bedrooms, maybe? Locksmith. I'd forgotten about Locksmith. Yeah, maybe. Locksmith might have car keys. Alright, in the meantime, what else am I looking for? This could be... Closet would actually be really cursed here, because we do still need to get to the rest of this area. But I would take it if it shows up. I guess I'm hoping for conference room, is my hope. Conference room or boiler room here. Could be in a lot of possible rooms. I mean, maybe. I don't know what, like, the limits are in terms of where things could be. I just know some things are... I have only seen in specific areas. None of these are the thing I'm looking for, but a weight room here isn't the worst. It's too bad I'm not sheltered. No shields for me. It does let me get into the antechamber and get my token. And or the crown? What do I feel about that? How many upgrade discs have I found? I think 14 or 15. One of those two. What blue room notes am I still hunting for? Yeah, I've seen them a lot in bedrooms too. I am looking for the following blue rooms. Closet, garage, boiler room, freezer, conference room, dovecot, mechanarium, and if I am feeling particularly spicy, classrooms higher than one. Ooh, broken lever. Neat. Hi. Give me the thing, please. That thing, yes. Thank you. All of these are pretty cursed. I could just reroll. I will take the passageway, and then I will doom roll on my last slot for the thing I am looking for. Any of the things I am looking for, I guess. None of these. Hey, conference room. I'm still looking for that one, so that's good. Is there now a blue note on the table? No, it's not that obvious. All right, that's fine. On one of the chairs? No. on the floor somewhere randomly? No. Hidden away underneath one of these books or something? Oh. You'd think with a room this open it wouldn't be that hard to spot, but then probably thought the same way about the trophy room. That took forever. It's not partially under the rug. Is it just like weirdly under the table somewhere? Was looking at the chairs, but I wasn't looking at the table. Oh, there it is. Okay, under the placemat. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Red memos were created by Kirk Darren and approved by the Baron, and questionably served as the estate's primary security system. Okay. Yo, what's up, Tails? How's it going? This is 8th rank conference room. And I can remove conference room from the list. Quality stuff. Writing down your not password and keeping it on a red sticky note under your keyboard. Yeah, right? But what if reminding you of what your password isn't serves as an appropriate reminder to remind you what your password is, you know? It'd be handwritten. Yeah, it would be handwritten. Yeah. Hey, conservatory's back. Fantastic. Oh, also utility closet. Kind of into utility closet. I want to open the garage. I was really hoping I would get dining room here. Do I want the laundry room? Value do I get out of the laundry room? Not a whole lot. Sneaky sysadmin stuff. Fake user pass sticky note that logs into a monitored account. Ooh, yeah, okay. Don't really need to launder anything. There's a lot I don't really need to do at this point. That's all right. We can just put the laundry room into place. Since we do have ducts in the passageway, might be able to find a boiler room. Still on the lookout for keys. Oh, I can hall pass into the... Oh. The boiler room will let me launder stars if I want to. I kind of don't. I don't think I need the powered laundry room. What does the powered laundry room let me do? It launders stars and allowance. It launders something into steps. I don't remember what. Gems, maybe? Gems into steps? Something like that? And some other third thing that I don't think I care about. A hall pass negates the gem requirement if I grab the Starfish Aquarium, which is kind of neat. Steps, gem, allowance stars, dice keys. Dice keys. Dice keys is cute, although it's a lot late. I guess if I then want additionally a specific room, I can probably get whatever that specific room is. Feel like with however many keys I end up with, it's true. Potentially good rolls for locksmith. I need to clear out my pool a bit first, though, because I am still on Blue Blessing. But yeah, it doesn't hurt to grab a boiler room here, I think. Not getting a lot of value out of the others. Like, mailroom is pretty good, but we can get mailroom later on. Put this bad boy back into position. Set this up again tomorrow and use the King Gold buff. I have to get the garage first, though. Getting the garage is so difficult. And that is, in fact, where it needs to go, so that's cool. Cool. Laundry room is powered. But I'm not worried about it yet. What I probably do is swap gems for keys. And then swap keys for dice. And then swap money for keys. So I have near infinite keys in case that matters. I think I wanna open some more doors first, though. Alright, well, if it's locked, it's locked. I certainly don't want any of these, jeez. Great Hall's not bad. Darkroom also not terrible. I have the closet open. I could just grab whatever item I get out of the darkroom. Yeah, alright. Now I maybe want to prioritize the dining room. Extra keys. And what is up here? Some garbage? Could take the clock tower. Kind of into maybe taking the trophy room here and giving me another door. office? Spread some money into the conference room so I have more money for later? After I wash whatever it is I'm washing in the laundry room, just get my money back? Yeah, okay. Gold spread. Oh, I do have the spare servants' quarters. We could run payroll. I don't remember exactly what that does. It feels like a thing that I probably want to do more often, though. Alright, and now we're going back down here. Since this is where rooms are. Or we go to the laundry room first. Let's go to the laundry room first. Let's get this resolved. My steps are hurting. Steps and gems. Steps and gems. Okay. Here's the plan, then. This is enough dice. Now we'll wash dice and keys. And I think I can do... Yeah, I can do money and gems, which is funny. And then I can do steps and gems. And then I won't have to worry about steps this run. A lot of laundry. Doing a lot of laundry here. And then... Yes, there is money keys. Okay, so I'm going to go get some of the money, and then do money keys, and then end up with, like, a little bit of money afterward. That's probably good enough, and then leave this for, like, my money for afterwards. Keep an eye on time. It's 5. Oh. I completely forgot we're doing a thing tonight. Oh, no. Oh, I double booked. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'm sorry about that. Yes. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah. When do I need to be at your place, Devanok? 6, you said, I think? 6:30, something like that? Six-ish? Alright. We'll get a move on with the rest of this day. 6:30-ish is okay, alright. I knew I had some event that wasn't in my calendar, and I thought it was tomorrow. Now I know it was not tomorrow, it was today. Alright, what else am I actually doing this run? I'm looking for car keys, that's what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, I do really want to find those car keys, actually. That is a pretty big deal. Where am I? No idea where I am. Okay, if I'm going to here... I see. Good thing steps don't matter anymore. Have a better place to do it? Nope. Let's just run through the East Wing Hall. And if I ran payroll, something happened here, yes? No, because this is a spare servant's quarters, not a servant's quarters, so nothing has shown up here as a result of payroll. Ah. I do still have Monk? I know, I do still have Monk, that's true. I want to get the treasure trove set up. But alright, let's see if we can find a lockpick. A locksmith. Go through all of the blue stuff that I don't intend to take. Alright, I might have finally exhausted my Blessing of the King. Nope. Music Room does have special keys. That's true. Music Room could have it. Attic might have it. Attic has a lot of things. Attic could do it. Do I think it could be in the attic? I think it could maybe be in the attic. Gem, shovel, gem, pouch, regular key, lockpick. Well, at least I have the shovel. It gave me the shovel and this at the same time. Wow. It's in the conference room. Okay, that's fine. It's allowed. Hang on. Alright, no car keys, unfortunately. But maybe car keys here somewhere. Nope. Keep digging. Secret passage can get me a shop. That's good enough. Probably. Hello? Something on the ground somewhere? Out here? No. Oh! Wow. Camouflaged. Locksmith, heck yeah. Please. Please have it. Please have it. Special key! How many times can I take special key, actually? Because if it's more than one... Silver key. Damn it. What do I think is going to have a good shot? We said music room, right? Music room is probably my best bet at this point. is a specific special key. Vestibule. That's not a thing I see very often. No, it's the prism key. It's always the prism key. It's so sad. What else? Maybe bedrooms? You can find a bedroom? Is there another blue room that has a decent chance of having it? Walk-in closet, maybe. Mini attic? Mini attic does not have it. Hall of Mirrors to get a second locksmith and music room. You found it in the parlor before? I guess I found it in the parlor before. I think that's true. I don't know that I'm trying to remember if I found it in the parlor before. One last door. I can give it another couple of shots and see if that gets me anywhere. I do still have 15 rerolls, so there are possibilities. Also, these things, I think I've found them in these before also. As long as I don't have to burn the dice on exhausting the blue pool. I mean, that is also part of what I'm going to have to do here. Parlor is here, but I don't want parlor to be here. Like, if I don't find... I think it could be in the Great Hall? I don't think it could be in the Great Hall, actually. I don't even know what I'm looking for anymore. I'm just hitting the button. Maybe we'll just take... I think I'm just going to take a treasure trove. I think we're just not going to be able to do the garage thing today. Yeah, I'm just going to take the treasure trove and call it here. Look at all that money. Absolutely absurd. Alright. White waves. With a handwritten green note. We know what that means. Or at least we've been told what that means. White waves. Handwritten green memo. The next 3 green memos you find in this room will all be true. I guess if I change this to blue, it's true. Because handwritten green memos are always false, and changing a color makes them true. Also, white boxes with green memos are always false. So, that kind of says enough about that, doesn't it? Alright, and then since we are not going to be foundation locked next run, this is a good place to call it. Okay, calling it a day here in the treasure trove. So at least we have that going on for next run. I don't think there's any more doors, right? Yeah, good. Call it. Monked treasure trove. We finally did it. Still need garage.